All right, who is so happy to be finished with this project? It is this girl. We are finishing up this dirt area today. I'm finishing up that bed that is behind me. I'm gonna put down the no dig landscaping and I'll worry about the paper stones later. And then I'm going to dig up this dirt, rough it up a bit, cultivate it, and then lay down the grow mat with the seeds and fertilizer already, and I'm done. And so I could really just focus on everything else, like finishing up the holes that are all over, the patches that are all over the grass, and start putting down some beautiful flowers. So much has been going on. Life is just been lifing, and I've been trying to squeeze this in wherever I can and trying to finish this up today. I'm so excited. It's been raining for the past 4 days, and I was working even in the rain, but today it stopped raining. The ground is dry enough for me to comfortably cultivate and lay down the mat. So let's just get started. You know I was kidding. Of course I had to give you an update. Look at all the green, the lushness. The grass is growing in. I know that was from the aerating that I did, the little bit of fertilizing, and all the rain that we've been getting over the past couple of days. And look at this, the irises, they all came and isn't that just beautiful? The detail in that plant. I wish these were here for the entire summer. I love those so much, so beautiful. You see down there the baby elephant ear. The little cutie ear is peeking through. Those are gonna grow in nice. Not even sure what that is. Lilies. So everything's really starting to bloom in this bed. This is like the most exciting bed because I already had some perennials here. Rose of Sharon starting to thicken up a bit, but even down in the bottom you see that I have the hibiscus that I transferred from the other yard is starting to sprout. Very excited about that. I have to get another one to balance it out on the other side, but everything's coming together real nice. Another shot of the irises on the other side. I just really love these, but just wanted to give you an update. Over here, I told you I didn't get a chance to do much of any vegetable gardening this year, but these are the sunchokes. I think I gave a shot of just how I left those in there because I just didn't have time, and they are just sprouting up like weeds. They grow so crazy. So nothing really much to report over here. Nothing new. I'm going to be working on all of that very soon. Now to that back fence. Remember we had the issue of some of the trees drying out, like this one here. I pulled back all of the landscaping fabric, like I said, and I've been trying to make sure I water it every day, but don't think I'm going to be able to save this one. Look at him. He is toe up from the flow up. He is dried out. There's not much saving that I can do, but that's okay. Lesson learned. Again, like I said before, this is just part of gardening. Some plants die, and that's just the truth of it all. I never said I was an expert. I'm just doing what feels right, but I'm excited. I think I'll be able to save the others, but we'll see. Time will tell. So on to the grass. This is kind of where we left off before. Those rocks are still sitting there, but the land is dry now, dry enough for me to start leveling it out, like I said before. So I'm really just trying to get it as flat as I can do. I'm not renting anything. I'm going to use my hand and eyeball everything. Just get it much more level than it was before. And I'm not going to be able to change that pitch right now. That's just way too much work that I'm honestly willing to do. So this will have to work. And I'm pretty confident that once the grass grows in, that I won't have the flooding issues that I had before. Really, there was just no friction. There was nothing to stop the water or divert it any other way. And I worked on the barrier in front of the shed, so I think we'll be okay. So these are the grow mats that I found. I said, hey, for this big area, let me try something different. These are really nice. Don't remember the name brand. They're not sponsoring me, so I'm not telling you. But basically, you just roll them out like I did, wet them. It's like a felt material, and in between are the seeds and some fertilizer, so it stays nice and moisturized and fertilized the whole time, and you just water it frequently. So this is about after a week and a half, and you see I still had some issues with drainage. There's like a little river running through it right there. But I think I'm gonna have to go back and overseed. This is a little patch that I overseeded, and already it's just growing thick and nice, and in comparison to the grow mat, it's just not thick enough for me, and I have to get this area nice and thick. So I'm gonna go back and overseed, do some cultivating, rough up the land, and throw some seeds on there, and then just do the same with the other patchy areas. A couple weeks later, irises are gone, goodbye, but lilies are coming in, and elephant ears are showing their beautiful heads poking through my Rose of Sharon. And look at that hibiscus. The leaves are starting to come in. Just really a lot of development over the weeks. As I said, this was the only bed that really has any developments because I didn't get to plant anything yet besides the hostas and the trees and the other beds. So just exciting to see this bed progress. It's another shot of the grow mat. Yeah, it's a no for me. It really just isn't dense enough. Not for this area, not with what I'm dealing with. So I always see people doing recordings while they're driving, and I always think that's so unsafe. But here I am doing it. So really quick, I'm on my way to I think my favorite place on earth. It's the flower farm here in central New Jersey that has one of the greatest prices and a great selection. I was there yesterday and I wasn't able to get everything that I wanted to get. I had to come home and think on a few things and decide colors and plants and get the vision together. I also forgot the most important thing that I went there for, which was my arborvitae that died. We'll talk about it later, but I'm hoping that I figured out how to replant it, plant another one and make sure that one doesn't die. But yeah, so I'm going back there today. It is crazy. It opens at 9 a.m. and I'm about a half hour away. So I'm trying to be one of the first customers there because that place is crazy. It's Memorial Day weekend. So, everyone's trying to get their flowers together by today for a party or just the unofficial start of the summer, right? But it was a madhouse yesterday. I don't think I've ever been there when it was that crazy. I could not find parking. I had to wait 20 minutes and then stalk different customers that were exiting. The people stealing parking spots, just all sorts of craziness. They even have a police officer that's there just to kind of keep the peace. It is that insane. The prices are that good. And the variety, really, I think really the variety is what gets people as well. Just what you can't find in the big box stores. Nothing against the big box stores because they're closer to me, 10 minutes if I needed something really quick. Yes, but if I'm buying in bulk and I'm doing a whole design, I'm going to this location. So speaking of whole design, so that fence that I was like, oh, this is gonna be my berry fence. I'm gonna have this berry tree and that berry plant and blah, blah, blah. I'm switching it up a little bit because yesterday in that back corner, I'll show you what I'm talking about. That back corner, I really wanted it to be like a destination. I was envisioning putting a bench there, making it like a little reading nook or swings, something, a little something over there, just a destination. And also a pop of color, and I needed something with height. So that's why I was going to plant the elderberry tree there, but still want to do the elderberry. Don't think it's going to go there. Got to rethink that. Haven't planted it anywhere, so I have time to think on that. But what I was looking at these Japanese maples, right? Because they have such beautiful color and can give me the height, but I don't want it too high. So I saw a few that I really liked, and my brain just started going haywire. I'm like, oh, what it could actually look like. It is going to be a Zen garden. I'm so excited. I don't even have the full vision yet, but it started like coming to me in waves, and I guess that's how my visions come, where it's like I just see like I can't see the big picture sometimes. I'll just see like this corner here and that corner there and one item here. And then I have to like keep thinking about it and slowly piece the whole puzzle together. So I'm so excited because I think that'll just be awesome. Not sure if I'm going to do the sand. That would be nice. Like give me some time to think it out, but definitely some type of water feature over there. I already have the rocks as a bed, so I can use those to keep it as the bed to cover the base of the plant, or just in some part of the water feature. So I'm super excited. But anyway, on our way to Gasco's. So you thought I was playing, right? I just got here. They just opened. I couldn't even get my camera up fast enough, but these people were already lined up with their cart of choice, and look at them just filing in, ready to shop for some plants. It is not a game, but I'm gonna get myself together and go get my cart and be just like them. So let's end this video on all of this beauty. Do you see this place? I'm telling you, I could be in here for hours upon hours and trying to find the plant that I can squeeze into this bed or that bed. I really think I need to enlarge the beds next year because I want more. There's just not enough space, and I just want to have a whole garden back there, like a secret garden. Oh, this is the Japanese maple I was talking about before. Even this one is really nice. It has that golden color. Oh, both would be so beautiful, but I really think the red would look best in that back corner in that future Zen garden. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and we'll go over all of the flowers that I purchased today.